Well, what are they mistaking us for? Is there like another hypothetical hour we should be aware of?
I don't think so. Let's have a look. Oh my god, there is!
There is another hypothetical hour?
There is another one, and they've got 14 episodes at least.
Who was first?
I don't know, because this one... Oh my god. Trailer from my talk show, The Hypothetical Hour.
Well, at
with
least...
With a co-host, Connor. Oh my god.
I mean, I can't say at least we're first in the search engine because it's catered to your...
Oh, hold on. I can...
Where you would more likely frequent, because it's Google.
I changed it, and we're still top 3.
We're still top 3? Good.
Still top 3.
But I mean, that's still based on location, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but like we've got the iTunes, the Facebook page, and the Oz Podcasts page, apparently.
Okay. At least our, half a dozen episodes are doing better than 14 of theirs? And also, they're not FoolishWorks Presents. We're FoolishWorks Presents.
Yeah, we're FoolishWorks Presents. And they...
Do they actually have an hour? Because, I mean, we have an asterisk. We're 30 minutes.
They're actually averaging about an hour and a half.
An hour and a half of what? This?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who would sit through an hour and a half of this?
I don't know, but they apparently do it live on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
That's a thing that they can do. I didn't know that was a thing that can be done.
Well, maybe they stream while they do it, possibly.
It's oh my god, it's literally... There are no original ideas.
No, there are none.
There are no original ideas. It's literally... We talk about a variety of topics that range from talk about our week, telling stories that we shouldn't, and of course pose hypotheticals to one another. Oh my god!
See, I think we should go into one of their recordings and roll them.
Yeah.
Podcast Mafia Warfare.
They even have a better logo than us.
Well, I made our logo, so, I mean, you got the guy who doesn't do graphic art to do the graphic art.
Technically, the guy that doesn't do graphic art did it of his own accord without any input.
I mean, nobody else offered anything, so...
Well, you didn't ask.
Well, why don't you make one?
I don't want to. We've got this one. Unless we want to we completely revamp our look. New intro, new logo.
Now that is an idea.
New intro, new logo. Same format, same hosts. Still crap.
I like it. Alright guys, cue the new intro.
This podcast has naughty words. If you don't like it, fuck ya.
The Hypothetical Hour is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. It's not even filmed, period. This is an audio medium, people.
Welcome to FoolishWorks Presents The Hypothetical Hour, a show where we compulsively lie to get attention and approval from our loved ones. On the panel today, his eyes are not the window to his soul, just more eyes. It's Darian.
Hey up.
He can't enter your house without being invited in. It's Jake.
Oh my god, you guys, I can't hear his house!
Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Welcome to FoolishWorks Presents The Hypothetical Hour, a show where we compulsively lie to get attention and approval from our loved ones. On the panel today, his eyes are not the window to his soul, just more eyes. It's Darian.
No, it's not.
He can't enter your house without being invited in. It's Jake. That's me. And Ryan.
Just let me finish the last rites.
So how is everyone from our lovely rest from doing some podcasting for a while?
What rest? What are you talking about? We're recording this right after our last one.
In fact, we've been time traveling. We've gone forward in time.
But not in space, which is why we're drifting...
In the loneliness, in the cold of space.
There's no air here.
I've just realised that my time machine must be broken because I've been slowly travelling forward into the future at a rate of 1 second per second.
Oh, shit.
No, that's awful.
That's exactly what's been happening to me. Isn't that what time machines do?
No, they're supposed to not do that. They're supposed to do the opposite. Well, not the opposite. That'd be going back at 1 second per second. That'd be a very slow... Let's go back to kill Hitler, guys!
Very slowly.
70 years later.
Well, 70 years later, we'd be less than babies.
Well, no.
Not saying the babies are lesser.
Well, okay.
Just saying that we would be physically, in terms of mass, less than even a fetus.
Are we suggesting that the time machine would also age us backwards at 1 second per second? I would assume that it would protect us from the normal ravages of time, except it doesn't because we have to stay in it for 70, 75 years. So we'd be old men by the time we get there to kill Hitler.
What would we do in those 77 years?
Probably fall over and break our hip. We're old.
But you said it would protect us from the rabbit...
No. It'd protect us from the normal timeline, not the internal time of the time machine.
Well, speaking of things that we're going to do that we're going to regret later, let us talk about the format of the show for those
No!
who just joined.
Yes. So,
Okay.
Darian, you have something to share with us
I
today?
absolutely do not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So for our listeners at home, this is where Darian reads out a listener response.
Hey!
Ryan!
Hey! Don't expose the magic.
The magic is real. It's real.
It's indistinguishable from highly advanced technology.
This is the part where Darian reads out true-to-life listener answers and responses to our last show. What have you got for us, Darian?
I actually had one, but I forgot it, and I didn't write it down, so it's lost to time.
That's fantastic and insightful, Darian.
It's also topical.
I'm pretty sure most of it was actually just denigrating us for releasing an episode about... Oh, what the fuck was the last Star Wars called?
The Force Awakens?
The Force Awakens. Most of it was just denigrating us for releasing an episode involving The Force Awakens when Rogue One was out.
We're just going to start off with the first scenario.
Who reads it out? Who reads it out?
Do you want to jump into it again?
I don't want to jump into it.
Oh, okay. Trapped in a submarine.
I'll jump into it.
You'll jump in?
I'll jump in.
Okay, jump in.
Okay, alright. Hold on. Oh no, shit! I just unplugged my headphones. Shit.
What? I can't hear you.
Yes, you can! I did unplug my fucking mic! Yeah, I jumped in and unplugged my headphones because I jumped.
That makes perfect logical sense.
Of course.
What are you doing? This isn't meant to be a logical podcast. You're fired.
Oh.
Now you're hired.
Okay. At higher pay?
No.
Oh.
No. Negative pay.
No. Trapped in a submarine, we three are the only remaining crew. We are out of food. Make your case for who should be first to be eaten and why it shouldn't be you. I have a question.
What is your question?
So we're trapped in a submarine. Presumably the submarine can't just surface?
Nope.
Okay.
It's broken.
Alright,
it's a
it's a
broken
broken submarine.
Its dorsal fin's broken.
Alright.
I originally thought about making this an island, but then I thought, oh, people just try and get around this by trying to do crazy escape things.
Yeah, we'll make a, slingshot from the coconut tree, fling us out.
Yeah. Make a raft out of the leaves, something like that.
Well, we'll make a trebuchet out of the coconut tree, and as long as we lose some weight, so we're about, 90 kilos, it should be able to throw us about 300 meters.
But there is no coconut tree.
Yeah, because
it is
it's
a submarine,
unfortunately.
Ryan?
Answer the question, Ryan! What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I just find it very hard to make a case on why I shouldn't be eaten.
Yeah, I mean, you're like the biggest. You're tall.
There is most of you.
Yeah, we could live off you for ages.
Yeah, but I do have a high fat content though.
But that's tasty.
I suppose really that if you do eat me and you do kill me, I'm going to take both of you bastards with me through heart disease.
Oh.
Well, I mean, heart disease takes a while. I think we're going to die well before that, regardless of whether we eat you or not.
Jake. You should know how I play at all our various game days and other social events. I play the long game.
Plays the long game,
No,
Jake.
you play the sabotage game.
Well, yeah, the sabotage game is also the long game. He's sabotaging our hearts. He's rolling the dice on the chance that we get picked up and rescued, and then later die due to heart disease. I think it's a brave plan.
A short-lived freedom from the submarine.
Well, then who should be eaten first, Ryan, if it's not you?
I don't know. I really don't know. Because both of you are the most unappetizing people I know.
It's true.
Oh, okay. So we're just disgusting.
It's kind of true,
Yes.
though. It's kind of true.
I'm not that bad. I'm not taking that.
It's horrible. You both got a very stringy texture.
Bullshit. You don't know my texture. I might be delicious and plump.
Not to mention that Jake's leg takes 4 hours to cook, let alone his torso.
I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to make one of us argue for eating one of us. I see your game. I'm not playing your game.
I know who I'd pick to eat.
Who?
Who?
Jake.
Yeah.
Why me?
Because you'd be the easiest to take down. We know where all your weak points are.
Well, okay, so why not you?
Because I know where all your weak points are.
That's not an argument.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for Beef Stroganoff. I mean, Jake.
Beef Stroganoff, you cunt. You fucking asshole. How dare you? How dare you call me Beef Stroganoff?
I'm not sure how that's insulting. Beef stroganoff is delicious.
But there is. I've just realised that there's one issue with this particular hypothetical.
Right.
We couldn't really start a fire or anything in the submarine
It'd have to be raw.
because that would smoke us to death. Well, considering that that Jake's got too much muscle content and it'd be absolutely stringy to eat him raw, the obvious choice is then Dari.
Excuse me.
I actually know my exact muscle to weight ratio. I'm not telling you guys, because that's classified information and I don't want to be fucking eaten.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten on the submarine, Jake.
Okay, so you want to hear my answer to this important question? This question that has revealed your true feelings towards me?
I'm just
Beef
saying,
stroganoff
you're
my
the weakest
fucking
link.
ass.
You're the weakest link, Jake.
I'm not, because although I'm injured, I am still and have always been stronger than both of you combined.
No.
You would not be able to take me on.
Jake, the strongest man can be easily dealt with by a very strategically blow to the head with a lead pipe.
Okay, I submit to you this. In all your years of knowing me, when have you ever known me to fail in a feat of strength?
Oh, there's that one time he tried to kick out the chair from under me.
That's not a feat of strength, that's agility.
Yeah, and I won. I think we both won in the end. That was funny.
Yeah, that was, in hindsight, that was funny for all of us, except for the substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Well, you did fail that strength test during that RPG game we played.
That role-playing game we played.
It's not real life, that's dice.
It's still a valid point. It's still a valid point, Jake.
Have we considered eating the submarine?
You can't eat metal, can you?
Tell that to the guy who ate the plane.
Okay, he ate it over a very long period of time.
So we can stretch out the submarine.
Yeah, it has a good iron content in it.
But it doesn't have any further nutritional value. I mean, sure, there are some oils and things, but they're not essential oils, and I'm pretty sure most of them would kill us.
You don't know that. Have you built a submarine, Jake? Do you know what they're made of for sure?
Yes.
100%?
I mean, they're not 100% anything.
Are
They're
you
made of a lot
sure
of
that if we
different
crack
things.
open its hard shell, we won't find a gooey inside?
We are the gooey inside of this hard shell thing.
Jake, I do have to agree with Parmigiana here. I mean, Darian here.
The first time was funny, the second time was worrying.
Okay, Bratwurst, okay. Okay, Bratwurst, it's fine.
Whatever you say, Linguini.
See, now that's creepy.
Yeah, you just took it too far.
My final argument, because I've said why not to eat me, because you won't, because I'll win.
No, you won't.
The person we will be eating is both of you. I would eat both of you.
That's gluttonous, Jake.
Yeah, way to be greedy, Jake.
I am a gluttonous person.
You know, actually, you know who we should eat? The other Hypothetical Hour people.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay, yeah, we'll eat them. they're in the hypotheticals too, technically.
Yeah. The Hypothetical Hour crew is who is in the submarine.
Absolutely, which is them as well, because they're the other crew, so we eat the other crew.
Fuck them.
We've sorted it. Alright, first question, solved.
I'm sure they're lovely people.
I'm sure they are too. Salt of the earth. Okay, I'll read the next one. We are the latest Super Sentai fighting team. What are our robots modelled after? How do they combine? And what are our special moves? What is our theme song?
Theme song. Fuck.
It's either Darren or Ryan who made this question.
I didn't make it.
I didn't.
I did not add theme song.
I didn't make it.
Okay, so it was the fourth member, Giggles. Damn you, Giggles.
Fucking
But
giggles.
I assume Super Sentai fighting team is like Power Rangers and
Yes,
stuff?
it's like Power Rangers is what we got modelled on them.
Do I have to hand in my nerd card for not knowing what Super Sentai was?
It's more like a weeaboo card.
Oh, okay. I lost that years ago.
Yeah, you lost that as soon as you tried to pronounce a Japanese word.
I'm not going to do what I normally do in this
No,
situation.
you really shouldn't, because
it would
it's
be racist,
super racist.
and that would be terrible.
It would be terrible.
We would get a whole lot of complaints. Hopefully directed at the other Hypothetical Hour.
So it's four robots because there's Giggles, but Giggles isn't here, so we'll do 3 robots. So I guess we each get a robot.
Yeah.
Darian, what would you model your robot after?
Giant sausage.
It's not what I would have thought.
No.
But I can imagine it because I've seen Invader Zim.
It'd have some mustard on it too.
You'd have mustard, tomato sauce.
No, just
maybe some
mustard.
relish.
Just mustard.
Just
It's
mustard.
not a hot dog. It's just a sausage.
Just a sausage.
Just a
with
sausage
mustard.
with mustard.
Does it turn into a hot dog?
No, it turns into dick butt.
Okay. I guess all of our robots combine.
Yeah, they combine into dick butt.
See, I took this question seriously.
That's where you went wrong, Jake.
Yes, it is where I went wrong. I would model my robot after the sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who.
That's copyrighted. So is dick butt.
Now I have to think of a generic name for a sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who.
Audible rotatory device.
A what?
An audible rotatory device. I'm pretty sure that's not a word, rotatory.
I'll take it. Audible rotatory device from
Professor Watt.
Professor Watt.
From whom, MD?
Basically that style.
You know, none of our robots so far could actually fight anything. They're a sausage and a screwdriver.
Look, mine could do plenty of things in the show.
No, it couldn't, because it'd just fall over. It needs legs. We both need robots with legs.
Okay, fine. We'll start again. What are you modelled after?
Sausage with legs.
That was easy.
Yep.
I'll model mine out of a flamingo.
Ooh, flamingo. That's good.
Yeah,
You get the kicks
flamingo's
in.
great. I love flamingos.
In that case, I want to be a garden gnome.
I thought you were a sausage with legs.
No, I'm a garden gnome now.
You couldn't be 2 things.
No, it's a garden gnome that turns into a sausage. Combines into a sausage.
Combines into a
Yeah,
sausage.
we all combine into a sausage.
Well, no.
With
right?
legs.
Okay, if we're going to do garden ornaments, you're a garden gnome, I'm
A garden gnome
flamingo,
holding a
then-
sausage.
Ooh.
No, I know what I am. I'm a garden gnome with a little apron and a sausage on a barbecue fork. And my little apron says, "Kiss the chef."
Oh, that's so cute. That's actually
Except
really
it's
cool.
a giant robot. It's a giant robot, so it's actually a really big apron.
A giant, deadly robot with lasers.
Yeah, and a giant fork with a sausage on it.
Which your sidekick can sit in. There we go, Giggles.
Yeah, that's where
There's
Giggles
something
goes.
for you.
Fucking Giggles. I hate Giggles so much.
He never does any work, is the problem.
He actively creates work for the rest of us.
Ryan, what are you?
Well, I was running through a couple of ideas while you lot were discussing it, so I've got to alter it again because we might as well go in the gardening thing.
All in on gardening.
All in on gardening.
Gardening's the next big thing.
Mine is going to be a giant lawnmower.
No, that's what we combine into.
No.
is the giant
See,
lawnmower.
you're a flamingo.
No. Hold on. No, but the thing that we all turn into is a giant gardener.
No, yes, exactly. So he's got the mower, and then the gnome grabs onto the mower, and then I guess the flamingo attaches to the back of the gnome and gives it wings?
No. The flamingo becomes the handle to the mower.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And
Because like the flamingos in Alice in Wonderland,
yeah, no, I don't.
where he uses the flamingos as croquet
No.
mallets.
It's cocaine.
Croquet. Croquet.
He's gonna chop up. He's gonna grind up the flamingos. Pink cocaine.
So we're basically stealing the idea from Spaceballs where they have Mecha Maid. Instead of Mecha Maid, where
A giant landscaper. Giant landscaper.
a giant landscape. I thought we were gardener.
No.
We're stepping up to landscaping.
Yeah, landscaper sounds nicer.
Gardeners are like landscapers that failed. So, all right, let me just cut off a whole bulk of our listening base. Gardeners.
Man, the gardeners took up 50% of our listeners. Now who's going to listen to this podcast? Friends? Family?
Landscapers.
Acquaintances?
People who accidentally clicked on us thinking we were the other hypothetical hour.
They're our mortal enemies.
We'll be the judge of that after we do the recording.
It can't be worse than this.
So we've actually organically, for once, figured out what we're going to turn into. So what are our special moves?
Hedge trimming.
Yeah, I was going to say hedge trimming.
Man, we're all too synced together because you took my fucking idea.
Strategic placement of shrubbery.
Oh, yes.
Block your enemy with a nice shrubbery.
What about
Mowing and hoeing.
really good edging?
And create a hastily but tastefully designed rock garden to trip up our foes.
I like it.
We're plugged with a water feature.
Ooh.
Got to have a water feature.
Can we put some koi in it?
Dolphin?
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Dolphin?
Yeah. We have a dolphin.
We just have a dolphin.
Yep, it's our water feature. We pull it out of a holster like a gun. It's a dolphin.
That's not how dolphins or water features work.
That's, this is a Super Sentai fighting team, so things only have to be loosely tied together by logic. We have a dolphin.
Okay, we've just got a dolphin, I guess.
Yeah, well, all Super Sentai teams need to have a cute animal mascot.
Maybe the sausage turns into the dolphin.
Yeah.
They've
I
both
like
got
that
the sort
idea.
of curve. Just be a very delicious dolphin with mustard.
A sausage dolphin with mustard. I wonder what kind of sound it would make. Would it still sound like a dolphin, or would it make more of a popping sound like a sausage?
It'd make a sort of sizzling dolphin cry.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds awful, but it sounds amazing.
Make it and add it in post.
Well, and to tie it all together, our theme song could be the Backyard Blitz theme song.
Isn't that copyright?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that
it's
is copyright,
copyrighted.
and I thought our song would be the sizzling dolphin cry.
That's not really a song, and I don't think we should have had the theme song portion of the question because they're all copyrighted.
Why don't we just randomly generate a song?
Yeah, we'll just go to Juke Deck. Here, I'll just generate one now. We can add it in post. That's our theme song.
Okay, for those of you listening at home, what I've just added in post-production is what our theme song is. There we go.
All right.
Here we go. I've got a title for it too. Gareninjura to Takaro koto ga dakamasu.
You know the thing that I said I wouldn't do?
He wasn't as bad as you. He wasn't as bad as you were.
I don't do it that bad, though. I just do it like it sounds.
No, see, you do it like it sounds, but you do it with, like, a weird ochre accent. So it sounds just, like, all sorts of wrong.
It's really weird that I do it with an ochre accent, because I don't actually have an ochre accent.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense.
Darian might be able to pronounce that, actually. He's the most proficient at Japanese.
Yeah, but I'd like to know what it means before I say it.
Well, in English, it's let's fight gardening rangers.
Oh, you've just done what South Park did. Okay, I'm not sure that's exactly what it actually means, because koto ga dekimasu means can do something, according to this.
So in English, I've translated back into English, and it's you can fight with gardening rangers.
Is it saying can we fight with gardening rangers? I don't understand this. I gotta just Google Translate Duramaji.
I don't know.
Let's find out. Japanese detected, except it doesn't actually. It detected as
Translate it.
Japanese, but it translates it back into the same Ramaji.
Try this.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it says you can fight with gardening rangers. Okay, yeah, it's gardening ranger to tatakau koto ga dekimasu. No, I don't like this. This is almost certainly intensely grammatically incorrect because it's been years since I did
Put through a
Japanese.
translator.
Yeah, it's been put through a translator. It's been years since I did it,
Translated again.
and I didn't know how to say this in the first place, and that's an awful lot of kanji. And by an awful lot of kanji, I mean exactly one kanji, which is exactly one more than I know.
All right, we could go to the next one.
We're on a roll today. I like being back in business.
All right, Ryan, you can read the last one.
Oh, good, because I don't really want to answer this question, to be quite frank. Australia has a wizarding school a la Hogwarts. You were tasked to create houses to sort your students into. How many houses are there, and what are their colours, symbols, creeds, etc.? And which one would you be in, if any?
I'll be honest, I was the one who put this question in.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes, and we all hate you, Jake.
It's a very specific reason. Should I go first?
Go first, you fuckwit.
Yeah, just put us out of our misery.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a fuckwit.
There is one house. The colour is red. The symbol is a hammer and sickle. The creed is we are all comrades.
Why? I don't understand.
Look, I have a soft spot for communists, okay?
Yeah, but what
Look,
does this
I
have
know
to
that's
do with...
recorded now and that is in solid, like, digital form, but for as much as the world is turning to fascism at the moment, it's kind of like, well, let's go the other way.
But it's
let's make our wizards all communists.
It's a wonderful magical world where you don't. They're not really
a wonderful magical world full of communists.
I mean, like, obviously there's money, but they don't have... I mean, obviously the Weasleys are somehow poor, but...
But we're not talking about the Weasleys and we're not talking about Hogwarts.
But the Weasleys... We should be talking about the Weasleys because they're all redheads.
Wait, were the Weasleys communist as well?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
There's Fred, George, and their secret third brother, Lennon.
What have I done?
What have you done, Jake?
Oh my god, I just wanted to make a communist wizarding school in Australia.
Which doesn't make any sense at all.
You should have left it alone, Jake.
It makes perfect sense.
It makes no sense!
Magic, they can be all equal.
Yes, of course communism makes sense in a magical world. But it doesn't make sense for there to randomly be a communist wizard school in Australia. None of that makes sense.
No, but here's the funny thing though, because there's it's similar to political parties. There is only one house.
All right, so there's one house, but it's the house that everyone is in except the teachers, who of course are the party members.
Yes. Well, I mean, you wouldn't really call them party members. You'd just call them the leaders. It is communist.
It is,
after all.
Yeah. Is it though? In any case, I'm going to answer it in a twist of fate, apparently seriously.
Was that a terrible, serious black joke?
No, it was not, but it was not. I was just lamenting the fact that you're the one that made the really stupid joke this time, instead of me.
Oh, okay.
Whereas I was planning to say, if it's a fucking Australian school, the houses would be like, fucking spider, snake, yowie, drop bear. 4 houses... and a secret 5th house.
A secret 5th house?
Yeah, it's just spiders again.
Just more spiders?
Just different spiders.
Are they the venomous ones, or are they just all venomous?
They're all venomous, Jake.
Oh, okay. What are the specific colours for each house?
Maybe red for the spiders, for the red back. Yellow for the yowie. I was thinking, why was I thinking yellow for the yowie? It's because they both start with Y. There's no real reason.
Well, alliteration does play into it a little bit, doesn't it?
Thinking either black or brown for the snake, because both those colours are on pretty dangerous snakes here.
You could do both colours, I mean...
Fuck that.
Okay. Black or brown.
Black or brown.
No mixing colours.
No mixing colours. A single colour. I won't have any mixed colour relationships here.
God damn it. Why did you go there? You were like, line? What line? I'm just going to run over the line. That's a finish line, right?
Just took it too far, Darian.
Anyway, the drop bear, they're obviously grey, like the drop bear.
Yeah.
And also,
oh my god. It keeps going.
Cut all of that out in post.
I'm not cutting any of this.
Cut it out in post.
You're not the boss of me.
You're all horrible people, and I love you.
Oh, well, thank you, Ryan.
The second spiders would be green, like the St. Andrew's cross spiders you see sometimes.
Okay, so they are the secret ones are the nice ones.
No, they're the worst of all.
Hey, St. Andrew's cross spiders are good spiders.
The colour has nothing to do with their behaviour. They're fucking horrible. They're like uber Slytherin.
Does that mean they're all Draco?
They're like if Draco and Voldemort fucked.
Wait, so they're whiny and all-powerful?
Exactly.
Oh, wait, so they're Kylo Ren.
They're Kylo Ren.
Yes.
Bringing it right back to The Force Awakens. Great work, guys.
It's funny because The Force Awakens is now 2 years ago, and we haven't talked about Rogue One yet, and we never will.
I still haven't seen it. It was on in the theaters when I was busy working full-time, and I never got to see it, and now my tickets have all expired. I also didn't watch Doctor Strange until, yesterday.
Doctor Strange was okay. I wasn't too crash hot on it, but it was a good movie.
Well, that's because you're wrong, Jake.
It had a pacing problem.
You had a pacing problem.
So you could say it had a strange pacing.
Strange. I get it. I get the joke.
It's because it's Doctor
It's
Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
But my houses, I'm going to have 4 houses as well, like Darian.
I have 5 houses.
Why go with the 4 houses? You could have 1,000,000 houses.
I have 5 houses.
I could, but 4's okay.
Oh my god! Can I retract my answer?
Nope.
No.
I'm retracting my answer.
No, you've committed to it now, Darian.
We have 0 houses because of the price of houses in Australia.
That's why I only have 1 house.
Yeah, I can never afford a house. That's why I have no houses in my school.
I will never live in one because I will have houses for investment purposes, but that's none of the fact. There's 4 houses.
Yeah.
We're going to have the House of Bruce, the House of Bruce, the House of Bruce.
Okay.
And the last house is called the House of Jones, but that makes it too confusing, so we're going to call it the House of Bruce. All right.
Right, okay.
And the creed for all 4 houses is Australia, Australia, Australia.
Is that the creed for every house?
Yes. And they all have to sing in unison on it.
I guess it's context-driven, so you know which house you're talking about, depending on the context that you're speaking within it.
Pretty much.
Makes sense. You also stole this joke off of Monty Python.
Well, it was a reference to Monty Python.
You call it a reference, I call it stealing, so you're going to have to be taken to jail.
Can I pass down and collect $200?
No. See, the thing is, originally I was going to go with the Australian houses be tomato sauce, pies, football, and AFL. But
Football and AFL.
well, I mean, there's rugby league, the real football, and then there's AFL.
No, the real football is soccer.
Well, yeah, soccer is the real football. I'm talking about soccer surpasses both league and AFL by a very large margin throughout the world, including within Australia. So soccer is the football. There's no contest. But when you're talking about AFL versus league, then league wins.
Nobody calls it league, they just say rugby.
No, because if you say just rugby, then they think rugby union.
Yeah, because of all those people who play rugby union and watch rugby union, because of how popular rugby union is.
Rugby union isn't that popular, I will admit.
Listen, I don't even watch sports, and even I look down on rugby union.
Actually, I would like to change my answer from the Monty Python reference.
Well, you had time to think before, Ryan. You gave an answer.
Well, no, I just realised this when we were talking, okay? So, what we have, okay, is we have a house called Potato Scallops, we have another house called Potato Cakes, we have another house called Potato Fritters, and then the 4th house will be a hash brown.
Now, see, I take great offence to this because 2 of those houses are wrong, and the 3rd one is a different thing.
So what you're saying, Ryan, is you're going to lie to children.
You're going to lie to children.
You're going to outright lie to children, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. And they'll think that the name of their house is the only true name, and they will constantly fight about it.
For the record, it's scallops. It's potato scallops.
Potato scallops.
It's always been potato scallops. I don't care if I'm alienating my audience.
Anyone who says potato cake or any other fucking shit like that, fuck them.
Un-Australian.
Un-Australian.
See, because then the potato scallop will be the equivalent of Gryffindor.
Obviously, potato scallop is Gryffindor.
The potato cake would be the equivalent of Slytherin, and no one ever talks about the potato fritter or hash brown houses.
Well, potato fritter would also be Slytherin.
No. Hufflepuff is hash brown because everyone loves hash browns, but they're not really part of the show.
It's harsh but true.
Potato fritters only appear once, and then that's it.
Actually, when my wife hears this, she's going to be incredibly angry with me because she is a Hufflepuff, and I do actually like Hufflepuffs more than most of the other houses because they're
special.
But as long as they're not calling potato scallops fritters or what was the other one?
Potato cake.
Cakes.
Potato cake. Then they're good in my book.
You know what's not a cake? A slab of potato. That's not a cake. That's like as far away from a cake as you can get.
It's the most uncake thing you could be.
Even urinal cakes are
At least
cakier.
potato fritters kind of, it's a fritted potato. But it's not a cake. God damn it.
Each episode, we describe a terrible superpower and try to come up with a way to make it useful. This week, you are a mammoth.
That's not... How's that a superpower?
It's a terrible superpower, I
It's
know.
not really a superpower.
It's a pretty awesome superpower.
Am I just a mammoth, or am I a mammoth that still has my mental faculties?
You are a mammoth.
Do you turn into a mammoth?
No, you're a mammoth. You are, present tense, a mammoth.
Well, I know that I'm a very large person, Jake, but you don't have to be that rude.
Okay, let's put some rules upon it. You're a mammoth, but you retain all of your mental faculties, yes.
Okay, because otherwise I guess I just baffled scientists?
I mean, I didn't say you're alive. I mean, you could be alive for argument's sake.
Said something. I didn't hear what it was.
Shut the fuck up, Google. I didn't say okay, Google. I said I was talking about mammoths. I said baffle scientists, not okay, Google. Oh shit, I said it again. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay, Google. Please stop interrupting our fucking podcast.
I can search the web.
No. We don't want you to do that.
Well, everyone, that was our 4th member on our panel. Special guest star.
Giggles.
Yeah, Giggles.
I just now noticed that it's actually spelt Google, not giggle.
Ryan, okay, you are a mammoth.
Well, see, this isn't really a terrible superpower because, like, if I still have my mental faculties, I can fight crime just by crushing my enemies and chasing them down. And
I'm pretty sure you'd get shot because you're a mammoth.
Is there not the downside of you being captured by the authorities because you are a wild animal on the loose?
Apparently randomly assaulting criminals.
people would just look at, like, the police would just look at me and go, "Wow, look at that mammoth."
You know they don't arrest people for murder if they're not people. If they're animals, they just kill you.
Yeah, they'll just shoot you.
Or if you're American and live in Texas.
Dicks out.
I still don't know how this could be wrong. Like, it'd take a lot to bring down a mammoth.
Are you saying that elephants can't be killed?
Well, that's just established fact.
No, I'm just saying they can be killed with great difficulty.
Elephants cannot be killed. They are immortal.
Well, I learned something today.
That's why there's no ivory trade. I made myself sad. Made myself sad.
Wait, how are elephants... Okay, if elephants are immortal, then mammoths are immortal, so I've just made the terrible superpower not terrible. You can't be immortal.
Immortality isn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, you do survive until the heat death of the universe and then ongoing, so that couldn't be good.
Yeah, unless it's all circular and there's like a big crunch and then a big bang or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a big cycle.
Anyway, Jake, how would you deal with this?
I am a mammoth. I would go do as the mammoth do, which is go live in cold climates and be a big, terrifying beast and rule my own personal tundra kingdom, as it were. Just as a disclosure, I am not a biologist, I am not an archaeologist, I am not in any way a scientific...
I mean, obviously, because you think archaeology has some bearing on mammoths.
Shut the fuck up.
I think you meant paleontology.
That's what I meant. Okay, I'm not a paleontologist, I'm not a scientist. I don't know if they've frolicked around in the tundra, but that's what I would do. I would frolic around in the tundra and treat it as my personal kingdom.
Until you get shot because you're a fucking mammoth.
Well, I would, because I have all my mental cognition, I would try and communicate with the other humans, or with the humans, because I am a mammoth, to try and get them to protect me, because I know there are humans that like to protect large, charismatic mammals.
This is speaking from life experience, I'm guessing, Jake.
Was that the ultimate fat joke? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. That was the best fat joke I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god, Ryan!
You win the podcast, sir. Today, this week's podcast, you just won it, because that was the best burn ever.
He rarely speaks, but when he does, he makes it count.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you when I next see you, but that was a fantastic burn, my friend. It was also kind of cool, because you think I'm charismatic, which is kind of flattering. But a great fat joke, I will say. I will murder you, though.
I know you will, Jake. You'll probably eat my corpse too, but...
Because I'm fat?
because you're fat, and because you'd eat us if we were on a submarine, and now you're a giant fucking mammoth.
I did say I would eat you, so there you go.
But yes, I'm sorry, Jake, another point, a serious point this time. Mammoths did live in the tundra, according to Wikipedia, so yes.
They did?
Yes, your answer is quite accurate. You win the accuracy trophy this round.
Excellent. Alright, go ahead, Darian.
Alright, well, I'm a mammoth, so I don't know. I tried not to get seen. I guess I'd hide out in my neighbour's house so I don't wreck mine.
You could go for a gig on Sesame Street, it's Snuffleupagus.
Oh yeah. I think what I'd do is I'd comically hide inside the neighbour's fridge. So they'd come home, everything's wrecked. They go, "Oh my god!" They go to the fridge to grab a beer, and a hairy trunk passes them one, and then they close it, and then they take a swig, and then they pause and turn around, and the fridge is slowly shuffling away on four giant hooves. There's feet.
Feet. They have feet.
They have feet. I was just thinking flat feet, big flat feet. They're not hooves. They're just feet.
They have toes as well.
Yeah,
they are.
just big old flat feet.
I mean, horses have feet. They're just hooves, but elephants don't have hooves. They're not hoovy creatures.
They're not cloven. Yes, cloven.
Well, I mean, no. Cloven means two, and horses only have one, so horses aren't cloven.
They could be though if we just went at them with an axe.
What?
Horses? What about horses?
Why would you go at horses with an axe?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Because Darian's into horseplay.
That's disgusting. So you would ruin your neighbor's house.
Yeah, what a surprise.
I'm not sure how you would hide in the...
You're asking how I would hide in the fridge as a mammoth? I already told you. Comically.
Oh, right. So the describing word gives us all the information we need to know.
Absolutely.
Provides the context.
At least this time, none of us tried to use the terrible superpower to make loads of money like we usually do. That's why I put that one in there.
How would a mammoth make loads of money? The mammoth would be captured and studied and probably cut up.
It'd make money for other people. I'm sure someone would try and make money out of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't benefit us, Jake.
Might be pretty good to be a mammoth, because I think, which one are they closest related to? I think maybe the Asian elephant, I'm not sure. I was listening to something where they were talking about cloning a mammoth and how they can sort of splice it with the DNA that they have recovered, splice it with an Asian elephant, I think, and then implant it into the Asian elephant to be born, and then we'd have woolly-ish mammothy things that aren't necessarily exactly a woolly mammoth. In any case, what I'm trying to say is it might be a pretty good life, because they might just set you up, try to breed you with the Asian elephants. It's like the life of a prize stallion.
It would be an interesting life, although you'd die a pretty lonely death, I think.
And you'd have to get a taste for female elephants.
Yeah.
Which would be a pretty weird step.
Yeah, it's definitely a stretch from horses for you.
Yep.
I wasn't referring to horseplay as in that kind of horseplay, Jake. I was meaning
Oh,
roughhousing
really,
there.
Mr. Jake is as fat as a giant mammal. Yeah, okay. Alright, any last words?
Don't kill me?
The safe word is, please don't kill me, Jake, in my sleep. Oh God, please don't.
Just try and stop me.
God, that's horrifying.
Thank you for joining us here on FoolishWorks Presents the Hypothetical Hour. If you have any hypotheticals you would like to discuss, or if you want to answer one of the questions mentioned in today's episode, you can email us here at hypotheticalhour@foolishworks.com. And if you want to continue listening to three guys discussing nothing of any particular consequence, head on over to foolishworks.com and subscribe.
Or iTunes.
Or YouTube. We're on YouTube as well now.
We're on YouTube.
You gonna run away from something?
No, what could I possibly need to run away? Oh God, no! I'm being chased by